What were the obligations of medieval nobility? Have you ever wondered what life was like for the medieval nobility in Europe? Their roles were not just about living in castles and wearing fine clothes. They had important responsibilities that shaped society during that time. Let's break down what those obligations were. First and foremost, military service was a key duty for nobles. When a noble inherited land, they became a vassal to a more powerful lord. This meant they swore an oath of loyalty and were expected to provide knights and soldiers for their lord's army. The number of knights they owed depended on the size of their landholding. Nobles were expected to fight bravely in battles and defend their lord's interests, following the chivalric code that emphasized honor and loyalty. Next, nobles were responsible for governance and administration of their estates. They managed their own fiefdoms, which included collecting taxes from peasants and overseeing agricultural production. Nobles held courts to administer justice, resolving disputes among their subjects. They ensured that their territories ran smoothly, managing finances and local resources effectively. Another important obligation was feudal duties and ceremonial responsibilities. Upon inheriting their estates, nobles performed formal ceremonies pledging loyalty to their lord. They were expected to host their lord during visits and provide gifts on special occasions, such as marriages or knightings. If their lord was captured, nobles were also expected to assist financially for their ransom, but only customary duties could be demanded. Social and cultural roles were also part of a noble's life. They often acted as patrons of the arts, supporting musicians, artists, and writers. Their courts became centers of cultural life, influencing social norms and behaviors. Nobles maintained relationships with the clergy, who provided education and spiritual guidance. In return for their service, nobles received protection from their lord and justice under the law. If a noble died while their children were still young, the lord was expected to care for them. Nobles enjoyed various rights and privileges as well. They were often exempt from many taxes and had the authority to fine others. They owned large estates with resources like streams and fields, and they did not perform manual labor. Instead, they had authority over the peasants and serfs who worked their lands. In essence, the obligations of medieval nobility included military service, governance, ceremonial duties, cultural patronage, and ensuring protection and justice. These responsibilities were vital in maintaining the social structure of medieval Europe, while nobles enjoyed significant privileges and authority over their territories and subjects.